Here's an OC with white hair. I see you've targeted one of my weaknesses. I am a sucker for grandmas. What's up, guys? Welcome. Today we're going to be taking a long, hard look at some of your characters, and I want to give each one a grade, going all the way from S, which is like the best, chef's kiss, I love it, to A, B, C, and all the way down to D. And in this case, D stands for God damn. That's a lot of room for improvement, but don't worry, it's not a failing grade, and I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to make your characters even more compelling. But also, please remember, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to anything I say. I'm just another nut on the internet. Anyways, guys, so some of the key themes to character design and good character design involve silhouettes, shapes, colors, as well as expressiveness. And generally, you want your character to be recognizable and iconic at first glance. So please keep those in mind as we take a deep dive through some of these characters. First up, we have Elaton, just like Peloton, the failed bike exercise company. Right off the bat, I love the color scheme here. I think it's very, very strong, but here's the thing. If he's going to be really 7 feet tall, I want to see you exaggerate his silhouette even more. I want to see you push his proportions a little bit more. Usually on very, very tall people, you're going to notice that their head, in comparison to their body, looks a lot smaller. So feel free to exaggerate that a bit. Stretch the limbs, shrink his head, make him look like a giant. As he stands right now, this is going to get a C rating from me, but with some small adjustments to his silhouette and his proportions, I think you could easily bring him up to an A. Here's an OC with white hair. I see you've targeted one of my weaknesses. I am a sucker for grandmas. Juran was born through an experiment to genetically breed powerful powers. She can bend space and create voids at will. Okay, that's kind of, wow, that's sick. She's like a space bender. Now, I'm going to give your drawings a rating first, but I think you've got a very expressive character here. I love the expression on her face, and you know what? I love the pose. She's not super stylized in her proportions or silhouette, but it works for her character. And here I can see that you've got some more facial expressions, which is always great. In order to flesh out a character's, personality, you want to be able to draw them in different settings and different moods. And these are great. You've got sad expression, you've got angry expression, a little bit of everything. Now, she's going to get a B rating from me, but if you want to bring her up to an A, here's the thing. See if you can maybe incorporate something in her actual design that'll indicate to me that maybe she came from some kind of scientific experiment, or just something related to the theme of space bending, because I feel like that's a huge part of her character, right? You want to tell these stories through the design of your character themselves. Now, if you can find a way to actually implement that and submit this character back to me again, you'll probably get an A or even an S rating. Well, I don't know, maybe you'll make her even worse and I'll have to give you a D. This is my OC Ava. She's a fighter and loves strawberry danishes. Okay, I don't know why I had to know that, but now based on your drawings alone, I could actually tell she was a fighter because of the hand wrappings and the pose that you chose to give her. So that's awesome to me because you really checked off the expression box. And when I say expression, I don't mean just like faces, I'm talking about the expression of the character's personality. It could be anything from poses to the way they carry themselves, their posture, all the way to their facial expressions. That's all ways of expressing their personality. Now, aside from that, another thing that I think you did really well is you included a full body shot, a pose shot, as well as a close-up of the character's face, and I like the color scheme here. There's a slight complementary color scheme going on here with the blue and the yellow, and I think in any type of setting from any type of distance, you would be able to recognize a character like this, so you're gonna get an A rating from me. Well done. Now, flesh out the backstory a little bit more, huh? What the hell? Why strawberry Danish? Come on. This is Amaranthine. Oh my god, you guys with the names. Why is it like impossible for artists to give their OCs normal names? Now, even though I know nothing about this character, I do like the color scheme. I like the way the hair matches with the clothing, but I'm gonna have to give you a C because honestly, I'd like to see a little bit more clarity in the silhouette. I'd like to see a little bit more of a confident shape language in the way that you depict this character. There's a thing in traditional 2D animation where a character that's a lot more friendly tends to have rounder shapes and rounder, softer edges, whereas a character who's supposed to be like a villain, think Scar versus Mufasa, right? They've got much more angular shapes, like much sharper features. So the shapes you use and the silhouettes that you craft for your character can actually have a huge impact on the way they appear to the viewer. Pay attention to that and give me a little bit more clarity in the shape language, and you can bring this character all the way up to an A. Okay, so this is very cool. Just by looking at your drawings of this character, I can tell that there's some kind of fire theme going on here. Maybe she was burned as a child and she has fire powers. I don't know, but it's very intriguing. I love the shape language and the costume design that you've used here. I really like how the dress flares out at the bottom and creates like a wider base, and that makes her almost look like a little fire that's burning upwards. It's really cool. This is 100% gonna be an A rating for me. Now, the only thing that's gonna take you to S is probably just a little bit of small refinements to your line art and your shape language, you know, just more technical things. But I think in terms of the design for the character, this is awesome. This is perfect. Now, I love this one because there is so much expressiveness to this character. I feel like you can really get a sense of the character's personality by just looking at some of these headshots and some of these expressions. I love the drawn in blur on the hand movement. You know, it gives her like a very quirky feeling. I can immediately get a sense of her personality. And also, I would say in terms of the shape language, technically speaking, she's got a very strong silhouette with the bob cut, and you've got some very strong shapes on the back of the hoodie there. I also love that little hint of warm yellow on her hair, which contrasts beautifully with the blue that she seems to like wearing. So yeah, my only complaint is I would love to see more of her, you know, maybe some more expressions, some more poses, maybe give me some backstory too, but as it stands, that's going to be an A from me. Okay, this is very cool. I love the monochromatic, very desaturated and pastel color palette for the character. I think the silhouette works great with the wings, especially with the drawing on the right side where the wings kind of fold up and they almost look like a skirt. That's just a very cool touch of character design and a very cool use of the silhouette. Now, in terms of expressiveness, I would say she's actually got tons of that, because even though you might look at this and say, well, she's got no expressions, she looks so deadpan. But to me, that looks like a crucial aspect of her personality that really shows through not only in the close-up, but also in her poses. So for the effect that you were trying to achieve, you got it. This is going to be an absolute A tier. Now again, refine that line work a little bit more and maybe push the shape language just a little bit more, and I think you can easily get this to an S tier. Really good work, man. You guys are making me proud. I feel like a proud dad. This is the face of a proud father of 2 million children. They call me Chinggis Khan. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. This is a superhero with the power to digest anything. His body can adapt to specific conditions so that he can digest them. Oh Jesus. You know what, I actually really like your use of colors here, you know, the analogous colors of yellow and green, and I'm a big fan of this chunky and exaggerated silhouette. Now, as it stands right now, just based on these two drawings, I'm going to give him a C rating. I think this concept is fantastic, but because he's like this crazy superhero who's super unrealistic, make his silhouette even crazier. I want to see you push his proportions even more. If he likes to eat, make his body huge, make him look like it, and get me some close-ups of his face. I would love to see that. You can easily get this up to an A. Okay, so this is more of like a chibi type art style. Very interesting. I don't see too many of these, but you know, she's got some cool features and you've got some cool drawings of this character. Now, this third slide is what got me. Okay, so I was gonna put you in B tier, but I don't know, the fact that you animated this character and she just has so much personality, I love this. This right here is gonna bump you up to an A, because instantly now I feel a connection with this character. I love the contrasting black and white horns. I love that you have a very distinct style, and I love that you've injected so much personality to your character. Well done. Okay, again, this is very fun in terms of the style. Now, if you just try to squint and focus your eyes on the character instead of all this stuff going on in the background, you can actually see that there's a very strong shape language here, and there's a very interesting flowy silhouette to this character, which I love. It's very distinct, very unique, and the style I feel like is probably something that's very unique to you, which is fantastic. But I'm gonna give this a B because she's not all that readable, especially against this background that consists of the same colors as her. Usually when we're doing a character sheet, we want that character to be the only focal point that you're looking at, so this is a little bit distracting. But I feel like if you take that out and then refine the lines a little bit for her silhouette, this is gonna be an A, no doubt. Oh my goodness. Theia. Theia is an ancient dragon with immense power. She chose to live as a half-human to conceal her identity and tried to find out the mysteries behind the Great War. Now, I really enjoy this character because if we just look at the second slide, you can see there's a very distinct focus from you on the silhouette, which is awesome. I love to see that. And I really like that the horns are a distinct part of the character silhouette that you can tell instantly, you know, that there's some type of mixing going on with the race of this character. And you can also see that in the scales that are slightly visible on the character's bellies. And again, the color scheme is very tame, it's very muted, but you've got a good level of balance here with the contrast of the black horns to the white hair and the very bright eyes. You know, it just stands out. It really does. And I think this is fantastic. I would love to see even more of this character, maybe some expressions, some poses, but just based on this alone, I'm a big fan of this character, so I'm gonna be giving her an A. Oh my god, is that a furry? Boys and girls, we found a D tier. Oh wow, look at that. I really like this one. Now, I don't know exactly the backstory of this character, but she definitely gives me the vibe of somebody who's very feisty, maybe came from, kind of a tough background. First off, shape, language, and silhouette. Strong, very, very strong. I really like the contrast with the big chunky shoes and the skinny legs, and I feel like you're really pushing the proportions, especially in this pose with the big hammer. I just love the weight of that silhouette. Now, in my opinion, I think in terms of color, you've also done a great job because you've got some very muted color schemes here, but still you're using complementary colors with green and red, which is super, super recognizable. And there's a little bit of red in every single drawing, contrasting the green, which again, very strategic, very smart. She's like nonchalant, she's sad, and then she's feisty. It's great. This is honestly fantastic, and I really don't think there's too much else you could do to make this a better looking character design. So for that, you're gonna get an S tier. Good job. GG. But what the hell is on his shirt? What is that? Okay, so I actually really like this transparent neon top. It's giving me Cyberpunk vibes, and it's very stylish in contrast, especially with the red shades and the red shoes. But I think because he seems like a very stylish character, I want you to push the proportions even more. So far, right now, based on this sheet, I'm gonna give him a C tier, but you can try some things like make the shoes even chunkier, make the pants even baggier, maybe crop the top a little bit, or you can make the sleeves even baggier. Do something to make the silhouette look even more iconic. And of course, I mean, there are certain cases with certain characters in certain styles where silhouette actually doesn't matter as much, but in this case, in particular, I think a stronger silhouette is what's going to bring this up to an A. Holy Christ, is that a dog lady? Kiyako? Jesus. Now, I love the color scheme on this character because there is a very skillful use of complementary blues and oranges. And it works. It works really, really well for this character. The only thing that I'd like to see you do differently is refine the expression a bit. I want the expression to be a little bit more readable because right now her eyes are looking in two different directions and she kind of looks like a pug. I'm going to place this character in C tier right now, but if we want to bring it up to an A tier, maybe tweak her proportions just a little bit. Right now, in terms of the proportions between her upper body and her lower body, I think she's very top heavy. And, because she's not like a superhero type of character who's super buff on the upper body, I don't think that was your intention. Experiment a little bit and see what works. But I think if you can actually tweak the silhouette on this character as well as make her a little bit more expressive, make her face a little bit more readable, she could easily be in the A tier. Oh my god, guys. So we've seen Dog Lady, but we have not seen Narwhal Lady. But honestly, I really enjoy this character design. For this specific art style, I think she's got a very solid silhouette, and that tail is just absolutely unique. And what I really love here is that the way you've rendered her hair makes it look almost like the wet skin on an actual narwhal, which is just cool. And the expressions are great. You get a good sense of her personality. This is gonna have to be in either an A tier or an S tier for me. I mean, I really like this character. She's very playful, and this is just awesome. You know what? Screw it. S tier. And with that one, we're going to end it on a high note. I love showing off your guys' work and seeing your guys' characters because this stuff inspires the hell out of me, man. Now, hopefully by going through these characters and talking about them, you've also learned a thing or two about making a good, compelling character for yourself. So get off the toilet, get off your stop pooping, put your phone away, and grab your tablet and go and make your own character, guys. This is a sign from the universe. That being said, though, if you guys want to see monthly tutorials on how to improve your art, check out my Patreon. Your support means the absolute world to me. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Only if you subscribe, though, because if you don't subscribe, you're just going to meet me once and then you're going to leave forever. Our paths are going to cross once in life and then you'll never see me again. And how sad is that? So subscribe. Please. So just before we actually dive in, I wanted to show you guys this incredible hallucination by Meta AI. I typed in hashtag SamRateMyOC and it says, it seems like you're searching for something related to SamRateMyOC. Yeah, no shit. But I'm not quite sure what that refers to. Could you be thinking of sam.gov? The official US government website for contracting, wage determinations, and entity information. Or maybe you're looking for information on Samsung. If you provide more context to clarify, hey, Meta, look, how about you take this and you shove it back up your butt?